The prosecution has now rested its case in the Delphi murders trial after 12 days and 40 witnesses. Thanks for inviting us in. It's now 11 o'clock. The state ended with some of its most powerful evidence, Richard Allen's prison phone calls. The jury hearing Allen admit to killing Abby Williams and Libby German. And now the defense team is on the clock. Tonight, our Emily Longnecker is in Carroll County breaking down the biggest moments from inside the courtroom.
The state rested its case against Richard Allen today. Before they did, though, the jury heard from Richard Allen in his own voice, in his own words, confessions that he made to his wife and mother over the phone that he killed Abby and Libby. Thursday morning, the prosecution played 7 phone calls Allen made from prison, 5 of them where he confesses to his wife, Kathy, that he committed the murders. In one of those calls in April 2023, Allen tells his wife, "I did it. I killed Abby and Libby." She replies, "No, you didn't." Richard Allen, "I did." Kathy Allen, "No, you didn't." Richard Allen, "Yes, I did." Later, Kathy Allen says again, "No, you didn't. Why would you say that?" Richard Allen says, "What if I did? I think I did." Kathy Allen tells her husband, "They're screwing with you. They're messing with your mind." Richard Allen replies, "I think I did." Kathy Allen, "No, you didn't. Why would you say that?" Richard Allen, "Because I think I did." Then, in a May phone call, Allen confesses to his mother, too. Janice Allen starts the call by saying, "It's good to hear your voice." Richard Allen replies, "So did Kathy tell you I did it?" Janice Allen, "We're not going to discuss this, okay? We love you. You know that, don't you?" Richard Allen, "Regardless?" Janice Allen, "Yeah." Later in the phone call, Allen tells his mother, "I love you." She tells him, "I just know you don't have it in you to do something like this." Allen replies, "Mom, why would I tell you I did it if I didn't?" The prosecution also replayed the video from Libby German's cell phone with Bridge Guy telling Abby and Libby down the hill. That's when Prosecutor Nicholas McLeland asked Trooper Brian Harshman, who listened to all 700 calls Allen has made from jail in the past 2 years, if he recognizes the voice on Libby's cell phone video. Harshman looked right at the defendant and said, "It's the voice of Richard Allen." Thursday afternoon, Allen's defense team began presenting their case to the jury. They called 2 witnesses. One woman, Cheyenne Mill, told the jury she and a friend were on the Monon High Bridge the day the girls disappeared. Mill told the jury they got there at 2:50 and saw an overweight man as they walked on a trail leading to the bridge. Mill also testified she and her friend said hi to the man, but he didn't say anything back. Mill said she and her friend crossed the bridge and when they got to the end, turned around and came back, leaving the area just after 4. Mill testified they didn't hear or see anything that seemed suspicious. The next day, she said she called police after Abby and Libby's bodies were found, offering up pictures they'd posted the day before on Snapchat to back up her timeline. The defense's second witness, Teresa Liebert, told the jury she lives across the creek from where the girls' bodies were found. She testified the morning of February 13th, a man she didn't recognize was standing near a group of mailboxes near her house. Liebert told the jury it seemed strange because she wasn't used to seeing people that weren't neighbors in that secluded area. Liebert said by the time she took a second glance, the man was gone. She told the jury she reported it after the girls' bodies were found, but said she didn't get a good look at the man's face and has never seen him again. And tomorrow begins day 13 of this trial. The defense still waiting to hear from Judge Gall on whether they will be allowed to present those alternative theories and third-party suspects of people they believe are responsible for these murders. In Delphi, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.
So tonight, our Chase Howell sat down with our 13 News legal analyst, Katie Jackson-Lindsay. Chase is in studio tonight. So does she feel like the state wrapped up their case too early?
No, not at all, actually. Jackson-Lindsay says although the state lacked concrete evidence that pointed at Richard Allen as the person who murdered the girls, she says they were efficient and wrapped up their case well. Some of their key points, one of them being eyewitnesses. Jackson-Lindsay says the state was trying to get the jury to focus on the people who claim they saw a person at the scene, along with a car that looked like Allen's. 2, an unspent bullet. It was found at the scene, and the state says it was traced back to Allen. Well, Jackson-Lindsay says the prosecution is using it to put Allen at the scene. And 3, Allen's alleged confessions. The jury hearing testimony in Allen's prison phone calls detailing supposed admissions from the suspect.
This is a case where the scales tipped up and down constantly. You would hear one thing about the direct exam of these witnesses, but the defense was able to come back and refute most of the damaging evidence that the state would put out there through their direct exams of state's witnesses. But there at the end, it's really hard to refute the fact that your client has made alleged confessions. And so I think the state is really hanging their hat on those alleged confessions.
Jackson Lindsay says we should expect to see the defense challenge all three of those key points, but she expects they'll pay more attention to the ballistics, the science around the bullet, and challenging Allen's mental state during those alleged confessions. Judge Gohl expects to have a verdict in this case by November 15th.
Chase, thanks so much. And be sure that you're watching our Delphi debrief show. It's on WTHR+. This is our in-depth look at this trial. Bob Siegel, Emily Longnecker, and our legal experts break down the major developments from the courtroom every weeknight at 10. You can stream this show on demand. In fact, right now, you can get WTHR+ on Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and Roku.